How do you feel about neck holding during cuddling? I have trauma from a past relationship. And for a long time anything near my neck was a huge trigger. It's gotten a lot better over the years and I've built up enough trust with my current partner that I feel safe and he can kiss/caress my neck without it causing me any distress. Look, I'm not bothered under most circumstances, but some people are under some or all circumstances and that's fine. You don't need to justify a preference with survey results. Also, anyone struggling with communicating this to their BF, just do it back to them and see what happens. The guy who assaulted me used his hands around my neck to control me. My husband knows this and never touches my neck. Unless I ask him to massage the back of my neck because I'm having a tension headache. During sex is the only acceptable time to have a hand on my neck. It is definitely a dominance thing. And I wouldn't want that during a comforting act like cuddling. Nope. Never minded neck/throat touching until I found out it's a thing now to strangle during S/X. It would put me on edge immediately and definitely not in a good way. That's a no from me. No hands on my neck. Not during sex. Not during cuddling. Not ever. The only time it's acceptable for me is during like a back rub. My husband might get up to the back of my neck in a massage and that feels okay. On the back of my neck would be super cozy and sweet. Front of my neck would probably be fine if it was gentle caressing. I have some trauma related to being strangled in the past, so I am not sure I would really be game for it. I love it. Hands touching my neck turns me on. Definitely not for everyone. But I find it sexy and comforting. Like you could choke me if you wanted to. But instead you're just holding/touching me, although I love to be choked. I find it dominant and attractive. Did just stop doing anything on weekends? Absolutely, with pride. I'm not alone. This is what I aspire for. Yes, and they have become my favorite type of weekends. It just became a headache when my colleagues ask, so what's your plan for weekend, holiday, and quat? I think my response should be, if I need a plan then it's not a weekend, holiday. My perfect weekend is doing absolutely nothing. I can't imagine not brushing my teeth, but otherwise. Would totally do this if my partner wasn't around for the weekend. That sounds awesome and relaxing. Especially the nighttime bike ride. You should brush your teeth though. I'm like this most weekends as well. My GF recently moved in, but we often kinda do our own thing anyways. Especially because our work schedules are opposite. Which fast food restaurant has the best French fries? Overall, Five Guys Cajun fries. Plain fries, I prefer Wendy's over McDonald's. Both have to be fresh and hot to be good, seasoned. But not Cajun, Checkers/Rallies. While I completely understand the calls for McDonald's, etc. To be the best fry, there can be only one true ruler of the fry game, Rallies/Checkers. If anyone remembers the crinkle cut fries Carl's Jr. had in the 80s, those were amazing crispy crinkle cut, but it was like mashed potatoes on the inside. The best. I don't know for sure who has the best fries. But I can say for all the love In-N-Out gets, their fries are borderline inedible. Starchy rubbery mess. If we are talking plain French fries, I love Long John Silver's. If we are talking seasoned fries, Arby's curly fries. You know, the ones that are tightly curled. I wish I could just buy those as they are not too crispy. And they are meaty. It's been said a million times, but McDonald's freshly cooked fries. I mean fresh out of the fryer into the bag. If they are old, however, they are one of the worst. Which is all too often. If I see someone say In-N-Out, I'm gonna go on a rampage. But I think McDonald's are always fire. Burger Kings are underrated. And Wendy's has good ones depending on who's working that day. Brit here. So our options are more limited. I'd have to give it to Five Guys. Although, I recently tried Popeyes because a restaurant opened in a city near to me. And their Cajun fries were pretty good. Out of the traditional big three, MCDs, BK and KFC, I'd have to give it to Burger King, but McDonald's has better portion sizes. What would you do if your family, especially your mother, disapproved of your so? If it's a valid concern about so's behavior, then I'd talk to so and consider ending the relationship. If my family is just being prejudiced against so due to something that's really not important, I'd try to explain to my family that they're being silly and so is actually pretty great. At the end of the day, I'm an adult with my own apartment and paying my own bills. I can decide who I want to spend time with. And if my family can't at least be civil to my partner, then I'd probably severely limit my contact with them. I'm 30F, currently with my boyfriend of 5 years. And my family doesn't approve. Especially my dad. It bothered me a little bit at first. But I realized this fantasy person they want me to be with doesn't exist. The person I'm with right now is loving, supportive, and fun to be with. I'm the breadwinner and just bought us a house. And that just couldn't infuriate my family more. Honestly. You need to remember you're your own person. And if you live your life through your parents' idea of what it should be like, then you'll wake up one day and realize you don't recognize your life. My grandma practically raised me. So she fits into the mom role. She doesn't 100% approve of my fiancé. She agrees that he's handsome. And knows that he treats me with love and respect. The problem for her is that he has 4 kids and just isn't rich. She thinks I should have a man who can focus on me more and have more to give me. She thinks he should be covering all of the bills while I just keep all of my money. It's super outdated thinking. So I just don't even worry about it. When it comes up, I just remind her that my ex had no kids and more money. But treated me like dirt. I'd rather be happy poor than miserable rich.